Hi, folks. With the arrival of our Commissioner Navarro, we now have a quorum. Welcome, folks, tonight. Couple pieces. We have those little cards that we use, the plastic cubes. I'm not feeling so well tonight. I actually left them in my car. I took a lift over here, and they're in the back of my car, so I apologize. So tonight, raise your hand. Jonathan will recognize you. We'll line up, which commissioner will speak next. So it's an operational piece. Calling the meeting to order. Are there any public record items? No? Great.
Nope. Thank you.
Public comment. I have a couple folks. If you'd like to speak tonight, please fill out a yellow card, and we will love to hear your comments. First is Janice Rombeck from the city, Santa Clara County.
Shouldn't we take roster first? Roll call?
Thank you. Roll call, please. Sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so Gary Cunningham.
Here.
All right. David Wilkins.
Here.
Perry Henry.
Here.
Pete Kolstad is absent. John Samanik. Here. Juan Estrada.
Is absent.
Mimi Hernandez. Jim Carter. Here. Olivia Navarro.
Here.
Jonathan Fleming is present. Nicole Idreas.
Here.
Harbinger Sika. Terry Martin.
Here.
Rich Giamona.
Here.
Nick Lebowski.
Is absent.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank
Thanks.
you. We have a quorum.
Great. Public comment. Janice Rombeck from the Santa Clara County. You're up. Sorry about that.
No, it's not on.
Communications Manager for Supervisor Dave Cortese, and I know many of you here and have worked with you in other capacities. But I'm here tonight just to remind you about our Day on the Bay event is coming up on October 8th this year, and it's really fun. I brought some flyers, so if you could distribute them to your neighborhood groups, that'd be great. It's in Alviso County Marina Park and Alviso Marina County Park, and free kayak rides, pumpkin patch, lots of good resources. So please join us. And I also wanted to say, if you have any questions about the county or your neighborhood associations have any questions or would like someone to come talk to your neighborhood association about the county, please let me know. I think you have my email. I didn't bring cards tonight, but I can give you my information if anybody has any desire for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Ed Rast.
Thank you. Ed Rast. The United Neighborhoods had a neighborhood conference this past Saturday, and we had about 220 to 225 people show up. And here's a copy of the agenda itself for those who didn't attend.
Did you go to that? Nope, me either.
You also note that that we had a lot of participation from the city departments as well as the community groups and the county. We had, I think, 6 commissioners there. It's unfortunate that the other ones couldn't make it because I think they would have found it would have been a very good conference to network with the city departments, talk directly to them, and also network with the other neighborhoods across San Jose as well as throughout the county. The other thing, there's 2 other issues. One is the high-speed rail is coming down to a decision on what the route is going to be they're required by the change in the state law to put that within the environmental impact. And right now, there's a big controversy going on between if it's going to be underground or it's going to be at ground level or overhead on over 280 and 87. So it's still up in the air. They did pay 2 consultants to go back, and the city paid $100,000 for each consultant to take a look at the undergrounding and the at ground level. Okay, and the last one is the city auditor has put out a report on open government. It's a very good report. I was the chair of it. I would recommend that the commission take a look at putting city auditor and to come probably the next month or two and talk about that report for open government. I think you find it interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Joe Noonan is here today from Christmas in the Park.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joe Noonan, and I'm so proud to be here representing Christmas in the Park. I've been an employee for Christmas in the Park for 5 months. I am the 4th employee that Christmas in the Park has ever had. Happy holidays, everyone. Christmas in the Park is returning this year. Could I just do a quick, I didn't know how many people are going to be here. Quick show of hands. How many people have been to Christmas in the Park? Okay, but keep them up for a second. 5 years? 10 years? 20 years? Is there anyone here that remembers Don Lima and the Lima Brothers mortuary? That is the origin of Christmas in the Park. A lot of people don't realize that Christmas in the Park started as a nativity scene out in the front lawn of the Lima Brothers mortuary. This year, okay, so in 1980, that was our first year in Cesar Chavez Plaza Park. We had about 6 exhibits that year. The parade went around 3 times. I don't know if you guys remember that. Anybody remembers that? This year, we're going to have about 60 exhibits in the park. We're going to welcome 650,000 people to downtown San Jose. So the reason I'm here today, we're reaching out to all of our neighborhoods. We're reaching out to everyone in San Jose. Christmas in the Park is an independent, nonprofit organization. We are no longer owned by the city of San Jose. We raise all the money ourselves. We have 4 employees. We manage about 260,000 volunteer hours. I would love to go into detail about where those volunteer hours go because it's a fascinating story. Today I came through with 2 things. Some material, some soft copy material that I'd love for you to share with your neighborhoods. And this is it. This is the big challenge, right? We have Christmas trees in the park. We would love for your neighborhoods to sponsor a Christmas tree in the park. What we'd love is to get a $500 Christmas tree sponsor from each of the neighborhoods. If your neighborhoods can provide that, as you'll see in here, we would like to extend to each of your neighborhoods a community tree at no cost. So sort of an opportunity to get involved, get your neighborhoods involved, get some businesses in your neighborhoods involved to support Christmas in the park. My time is running up. I'm going to leave this with you. All my contact information is here, and I'd love to speak with any of you and all of you about Christmas in the Park and the history and all the great stories. Thank you.
Question? Wow, thank
Any
you.
questions?
A new
Anybody?
innovation. How do we, can you send the soft copy information? Sabrina, is it okay if Joe sends? Okay, so
Okay. I didn't know if I
Sabrina
should-
will get the information out to all the commissioners. So
Can
we
I
have
leave this with you
fidelity.
guys?
Please leave that, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, the consent calendar. Approve the minutes for the regular meeting that we had on August 9th. Raise your hand for any questions, and Jonathan will recognize you. Commissioner Fleming will recognize you. A motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Commissioner Samanik has motioned. Is Commissioner Hernandez has seconded? All in favor? Raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any nays? Okay.
Next item, approve the agenda for September 13th to 2017.
I'm sorry, hold on a second. Who motioned and who seconded the?
Samanik motioned and Hernandez seconded.
Thank you.
Do you want a copy? Some minutes.
So with regards to today's agenda, unfortunately, Lee Wilcox has been out sick for the last few days, so he will not be coming in today. We're going to have to postpone until next week, or next commission meeting.
Is there an action I need to take related to 4B, approving the agenda for tonight?
I think you just have to push it to next meeting. then.
Okay, so Lee will be here at the next meeting. Great. Okay. Reports and information only. I will speak for a few minutes here.
I'm sorry.
Go
You
ahead.
do need to approve the amended agenda,
Okay,
so we do need a motion in a second.
a motion for the,
So I'll make a motion to approve the amended agenda, pushing item number 6A.
thank you, Commissioner Martin.
I'll second.
Commissioner Wilkins, second.
If I can, there's one thing on the agenda that I noticed, and it's just a small thing, but we don't have a chair or vice chair at the top of our roster list.
That's because it's actually not a format approved by the city clerk's office
Oh.
anymore.
Okay,
So,
all right.
sorry.
So that changes, thank you.
That's why I did it in the first place.
Well, we can go.
All right, any other items on the agenda? All right, I'm going to start with a couple comments. Hold on just one moment. I'm sorry?
Is there a vote?
Oh,
We need to take
sorry.
a motion.
Thank you. Voting on that motion to approve today's amended agenda.
Do we need public comments before we vote on this?
Are there comments on this agenda?
Well, it's a motion. I thought Robert's Rules of Order said we had to take public comments on anything we motion.
Yes, but is anyone commenting on that?
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Unanimous.